Welcome back to the So Far So Good podcast. My name is Christopher Coombs, and in front of me we have...
Gaurav Khazanchi. Welcome back to all our soft souls and non-soft souls.
All the souls.
All of the souls, S-O-L-S, not soft.
Thank you guys for tuning in once again. And today we've got a bit of a doozy, don't we?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means?
I've heard the word before, but I don't know the exact meaning of it.
All right.
I feel like it's just one of those words you can throw around.
Someone send us a message on our Instagram and tell Gaurav what a doozy means.
So Far So Good podcast. But to save some time, Chris is going to tell me right now what it means.
Nah, I'm not.
He doesn't know what it means.
One of the soft souls will let us know.
I don't think he knows what it means.
What do you mean? I've been saying that word for my whole life.
This is the first time we've heard it on the podcast, so technically it's the first time you've said it in your life.
The podcast is my life. That's true.
That's exactly right.
But let's kick off this doozy of an episode with our usual introductory question.
That's correct. I think you'll be happy with my question because it is a basketball-related question.
Oh, so should we save that till? Should we save that till?
No. I feel like it's a question that when I ask it, you'll probably roll your eyes.
Okay,
but it's a genuine question. Okay, so do you know how there's a 3-point line?
Yep.
If I shoot behind that line and I get it in, it's 3 points.
Yes.
That's not the question.
I was about to roll my eyes at that one.
Okay, in a hypothetical situation, it's probably impossible. But if one player's running up and jumps behind the 3-point line and dunks it in, will that still count as 3 points?
Yes.
Yeah, would it? It would.
It will.
Okay, that was pretty much my question.
I was prepared for a much dumber question. I'm not going to lie.
No, I know majority of basketball rules, but I was just... Because I know it's probably impossible. It's quite a far distance to jump.
It happened in Space Jam.
And you got 3 points?
Yeah. No, it would. It would, definitely.
It would count.
Yeah, definitely would.
I was just wondering if there was some specific rule with...
Fair question.
Thank you.
No, only a few people have been able to dunk from behind the free throw line. Do you know what that is?
The free throw line?
Do you know what that is?
No, but obviously it's a bit closer than the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no, I don't think anyone will ever be able to dunk it from 3-point line.
Okay, fair enough.
With the amount of training and steroids, I don't think it'll ever happen.
Unless you're 4 meters tall, then you probably could.
Well, yeah, if you're 4 meters tall, you probably can't even walk.
That's a true story.
But, yeah, so, all right, moving on. So my question to you is, if you had to start a cult, what sort of cult would you start?
100% a religious cult. That's what you mean, right? Like, do I have to say what it's about?
Yeah.
It'll definitely be something, some new religion.
Okay. You got to give me some sort of details.
Honestly, no idea, but because every donation you get, it's non-taxable, so it's the smartest decision in my opinion.
So what would the cult, like, I just need some sort of detail. You can't just say a religious cult. Like,
yeah, because they're all
something.
Yeah. Okay, off the top of my head, it would just be a cult where pineapple and pizza is a must, really.
Yeah, wow. Or what, you get decapitated?
Or you're just not allowed to be in the cult. There's no violence in this cult either. It's a non-violent, pineapple-friendly cult.
Yeah, wow. That was very dissatisfying.
I don't know what. I haven't been thinking about this for my whole life. Do you have a cult in mind that you do?
You'll have to save that for another question.
Oh, here we go.
And let's get into it.
So far, so good.
So I've got a friend, and I don't want to name this friend.
Okay.
Although they may have been named in a previous episode.
Okay.
But this friend of mine is a hardcore gamer.
Okay.
A sweaty, you could call it.
He or she is a sweaty.
It's a he. He's a sweaty. All right. Now, this friend of mine is young. I don't know his exact age, but I believe it's around 15.
Oh, so this friend of yours is
14.
Fairly younger.
Yes.
Why are you friends with this person?
Because.
Do you know this? Do I know this person?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
But he shall not be named.
Okay,
although has probably been named in previous episodes.
I figured out who this friend is.
But I've got a quick story.
Okay.
It's a doozy.
Oh my god. Wait, am I allowed to ask you a question that may possibly give the risk of this friend's name coming out, but I'm not going to say the friend's name.
Sure.
Is this the friend that taught us the word sweaty?
I just said that.
Did you?
Well,
you just said he's your sweaty friend.
I implied it.
Oh my god.
I implied it.
Okay, I know who your friend is.
So if you go back and listen, you can probably find out his name. But
Okay.
I'm not going to disclose this person's name because it is a very, it's a doozy of a story.
Okay.
So this friend of mine, you would call them a Fortnite addict.
Okay.
All right. Don't get me wrong, they're fully into their school, very smart kid, does all the right things, fantastic stuff. But absolute Fortnite, sweaty, addiction, everything.
It's okay, man. That little kid that won the Fortnite tournament made more money than some millionaire.
Well, that's the thing. And
Yeah.
I did tell him, don't tell your parents, but you
It's the
could
future.
quit school and win 3 mil. But anyway, so this friend of mine had a PS4
Okay.
and played Fortnite like an absolute, sweaty.
Okay. Every day, every night.
Every night,
Okay.
pretty much. Approximately 4 hours a night from what he told me.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, which is, it's pretty normal, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's like watching 4 episodes of your favorite show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Nothing too wrong with that.
So this friend of mine was playing on PS4, and this friend of mine got banned from Fortnite.
Why?
Now, try and guess why they got banned.
Swearing too much.
Nah.
That was my. I honestly thought I would get it right
Okay.
in the first shot.
So they got banned because of the overuse of a credit card in someone else's name.
What?
So they were overusing. He was overusing his mum's credit card
Okay.
to buy, certain paid things in Fortnite. And I think it was just different, like clothes and stuff. So it was nothing major, but they got banned, right?
Okay.
And apparently the way the ban works is the particular PS4 is banned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Isn't that what Fortnite wants? People to spend money on their game?
Yeah, but credit card fraud and all that stuff, they have to do the right thing and all that jazz.
But
So-
in this case, was it fraud?
Well, technically not, but I don't know if his mum let him use the credit card or not.
But
That's what I'm not sure about.
so do you reckon someone may have made a complaint and that's why Fortnite's like,
I have no idea.
Because
I have no idea.
I would only have, I would only use my one card to make online purchases.
Yeah, but it would also be in your name.
Okay. And they know his name isn't the one on the card.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
So
interesting.
I don't know the intricate details of the ban, but it was over credit card use, and it was because the credit card was in someone's name.
Do you know how much money was spent?
I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. But what happened was, basically a week later, he went and got an Xbox and
Okay.
just decided, I'm going to play on Xbox,
Okay.
right? And literally 2 days ago, I saw this friend. And by the way, this ban happened about a year ago, so he's
Okay.
been playing like hardcore on Xbox for a while.
Okay.
And a week ago, he was complaining to me saying, Xbox is good, but there's not as many players.
Yeah.
So I've gone and ordered a PS4 online.
Oh my god.
So
So
he's bought a new PS4 secondhand.
So he can switch back onto PS4
Yeah.
and he won't be banned for credit
Yeah.
card fraud.
Because it's a new PS4.
But then he'll surely know that there's going to be a limit now if he keeps using the same credit card.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to use the credit card. I think he's learnt from that.
Oh,
Because he doesn't
smart
need
guy.
to.
So do you reckon he used the same credit card to order the PS4?
That's what I'm now wondering as soon as I said it. But
pretty ironic.
so yeah. It's not good.
I hope his sweatiness gets better with this new console as well.
Yeah. Well, we now know that it could end up being an investment.
It could be an investment. It's a big thing, esports these days,
Yeah.
especially this Fortnite payout.
Yeah.
All the best to our
Yeah.
sweaty friend.
So it is what it is. So
It
far,
is
so
what it
good.
is. So I downloaded a new app that I found. I found about this app on 9gag, which is, a meme page, a meme website.
Okay.
And then I thought this is a very cool idea for an app. I wish I thought of it because then it would have been another one of my ingenious ideas.
Oh God.
But it's actually a very cool app, and I was very, very happy to have it. So the app is called Be My Eyes.
Okay.
And you sign up as a volunteer, unless you're the other part. But I'll explain how the app works. So blind or visually impaired people can download this app, and they can call on the app, and it sends a volunteer. So, for example, me or you, a video call, and then they can ask for help in like the simplest things. So I got my first call, which is why I'm telling you the story.
Dude, that's actually sick.
It was very cool. So I got a call, and it was just this older lady. I think she was in America or Canada or something, judging by her accent. And she said, "I just need help reading this meter." So it was this like little machine plugged into a plant. I think it was some sort of water level meter or something. And I just said, yeah, tilt your camera down, tilt your camera to the left, and then I could see the meter. And I said, it says 20.6. And that was the end of the call. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
But I helped this person.
It's pretty rewarding.
Yeah, it felt so good, man. It felt really good.
I'm going to get this app. What's it called again?
100% sign up. It's called Be My Eyes.
Be My Eyes.
Be My Eyes. And you sign up as a volunteer. On the app, it'll tell you that there's already like more than 2 million volunteers worldwide.
2 million?
That's why I thought I'm never going to get a call. But a day after signing up, I got my first call, and I was extremely happy.
Yeah, that's so good.
So it was very cool. I think it's a great idea. Definitely better than the bag share app, I must say. Even though the bag share app is also out there to help people.
Nothing compares to that bag share app. Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing compares because that's how good it is.
Now, I've got a couple of honourable mentions to mention, but just before I do.
Okay.
We were talking, before we pressed the big bad record button, we were talking about the Survivor / Lord of the Rings.
We were talking, yes. I thought you meant you and someone else were talking.
No, I was...
We were.
Was I talking in third person then, technically?
I don't know. I guess so.
Maybe even fourth.
Fourth person?
Because we're talking to the audience. But anyway... we were talking, because I said to Gaurav, like, you know, give us an update on how Survivor's going, and what did you say?
And I said, I haven't started it, but Chris also said, I'm not going to watch Lord of the Rings, but that was the whole deal.
No, I said, at this rate, I'm not going to watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay, but...
Because I'm only watching them once you finish Survivor, because that's the bet. Because you're you're dying for me to watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay, yeah. So, but what I'm thinking is, let's just start it at the same time to save time. No, because
that's the bet.
But to same time, just so we save time, because it'll take 4 days to watch them both. If we watch it together, it'll take 4 days all up. If we watch them separate, it'll take 8 days all up.
Nah. Because that's the bet. Because you're dying for me to watch it, so I said, okay, you need to watch a whole Survivor in order for me to watch it.
But you're dying for me to equally watch Survivor.
Now, no, I'm not. I'm actually not.
You literally gave me a whole season.
But I know how good Survivor is.
Yeah.
That I want you to watch it because you'll actually enjoy it.
I 100% know I'll enjoy it.
Exactly.
But you probably won't.
You're trying to basically throw me in jail and torture me.
I'm just saying,
by watching Lord of the Rings.
You should just watch it because it's just something you should see. In your whole life, you should have at least been like, yeah, I've seen it. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, so if you watch a whole season of Survivor, then that actually gives me a reason to watch it. But right now I don't have any reason to watch it because I don't want to watch it.
But I was also saying the amount of time it'll take me to finish the whole season is more than what it'll take you to finish all 3 movies.
But it'll take you so much quicker because you'll actually like it.
I'm telling you, like Lord of the Rings,
dude. You get hooked.
I know. Yeah, look, I'll be able to finish the season. I'll be able to binge it. But I just want to remind you, you have to watch the movies.
I can't remember the bet exactly, but was it watch all 3 movies?
It's all 3. If I'm watching whole season, it was all 3.
But, dude, a whole season is so much less than those 3 movies.
It's so much more. 40 minutes times 13 equals more hours than the 3 movies times 3.
But the amount of times I'm going to fall asleep watching Lord of the Rings...
Yeah, look,
it's
that is a risk you're going to have to take.
The time.
You're going to have to do it. Plus, it may be the extended edition, so maybe a little bit longer.
No way, I'm not watching the extended. That wasn't part of the rules.
What's the one that I lent you?
Did you lend me one?
You still got it.
I have probably deleted it, dude.
I gave you a physical copy.
Oh, God. Nah, I actually don't have a physical copy.
It's okay, I gave you my old physical copy, so I've still got my
No, I actually don't. Because I cleaned my room out a few weeks ago.
Did you sell
it? I definitely did not have it.
You definitely don't have it. Did you pass it on to someone else?
Nah.
Someone's got it. It'll turn up. I'm sure it'll turn
It's
up.
definitely not me.
It'll turn up. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Yeah.
But that's not an excuse.
If you want it back, I'm telling you I don't have it.
I don't want it back. You need to keep it to watch it, so it's okay.
Yeah, but I don't have it. That's what I'm saying.
It'll turn up in your house somewhere, and then you can watch it.
I do not have it.
Okay, but that can't be an excuse for you not to watch it.
No, I'm not saying this excuse.
Okay,
I'm saying if you want it back, I actually do not have it.
No, it's okay. I've got my version of it on Blu-ray, so it's all good. I lent you the DVD version.
So how am I going to watch... Anyway, this is not interesting.
I'm sure it's on one of the streaming services.
But, oh, yeah. It'll
pop up.
Yep, all right.
So you were mentioning some honourable mentions.
Yeah, all right.
In what sense?
Honourable mentions. I was actually with someone last night, and they were talking about an acronym that they had for me.
Really?
Yeah, because they were messaging a girl.
Okay.
And the girl sent the acronym.
Yeah.
Now, the acronym is MHM.
You want me to try and guess it?
And there's a sentence.
Okay.
Well, what we did was, right, because he said it to me, and I said, all right, tell me what it is, tell me the sentence, and then we'll mention it in the podcast. And I don't know what it is either.
Okay. So you don't even know what it is?
I don't know what it is. Okay. He just told me what it is. He then asked her, but I said, don't tell me when she tells you what it is.
Okay. So the thing is MHM.
So it's MHM. Now, I'll give you a sentence.
Yeah, because I've got no idea.
So the sentence is something. Okay. Something.
It's not that doesn't help.
No. The sentence was something. But MHM. Hopefully, I get it.
Okay. Can you just give me a fake something just so I can get the context ready?
Okay. I tried really hard. I'm not too sure, but MHM. Hopefully, I get it.
What was your guess?
Well, we had a little bit of a discussion amongst ourselves. There was a few of us talking about it. And we didn't know what it was, but we kind of had a bit of a discuss.
So no one knew what it was?
No.
Even the one that got the message had no idea what it meant?
No. That's why they brought it up. So they said, I just got this message. Like, what do you guys think it is?
MHM.
So it was MHM. Now, someone thought it's possibly... It's not actually an acronym. Do you think that's possible?
Okay, read it out again.
So, something.
Yep.
But MHM, hopefully I get it.
But, hopefully I get it. You know what?
Would you say, but, hopefully I get it? I don't think
I
you
wouldn't
would.
type MHM. I would type HMMMMMM.
Exactly. I would say, not...
But even then, the in the middle of the sentence isn't really grammatically correct.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. That's why I'm
MHM.
like, maybe it does mean something.
Was the MHM capital in the sentence? Was it capitalized?
Don't know.
Don't know. Look, they probably wouldn't have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Even if it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have a guess personally?
Well, I kind of got sold on the but I'm not 100% sure. So, in that sense, I haven't guessed any acronyms just yet.
Okay, but
It's a
MHM,
bit of a tough one.
Hopefully I do. But hopefully I do. Look, I'm definitely stuck here.
My hope maximum.
It's because now that you've brought in, it could possibly be.
Yeah, and that's what someone said straight away.
Now.
So now I couldn't think of anything after that.
Yeah.
So
you sort of blocked my train of thought now. Otherwise, I may have come up with
my hope maximum.
My hope
hopefully
maximum.
I
No
get
one
it.
says those words ever. My hope maximum. What about but maybe something. Maybe something.
Maybe
he may.
Hopefully I get it.
Maybe he might. Hopefully I get it.
Ooh.
Let's stick with that. It doesn't make sense, but
should we find out?
Let's find out.
Should we find out?
Like now or next episode?
We'll make a phone call.
Okay.
To the person that got the message, and we'll see if they found out what it was or not.
Okay, let's find out.
Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Hey, bro, that's good.
Yo, what up, bro?
Nah, nothing much. It was just at church. What's good?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you a question. You know how we were talking yesterday about the MHM acronym?
Yeah.
Did you get a response of what it was?
Yeah, it's yes. It's yes.
Why is she writing in the middle of the sentence?
Oh man, you need to teach us some grammar.
I made me look like such an idiot.
We were here trying to guess what MHM meant.
Yeah, so apparently it's,
Just
yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for your input, man. Much appreciated.
that's alright.
We won't keep this girl's name on public because no one wants to be known as the girl that did. All right, bro. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh, poor girl. We won't name her, that's for sure.
She'll be anonymous.
So my second honourable mention is something that is overrated.
Okay, you're bringing one of these back.
Yeah,
Okay, overrated though.
overrated.
Okay,
No, underrated.
something that is underrated.
Underrated.
Okay,
Now I believe we spoke about it.
okay.
But someone came up to me at a party and was telling me that when they heard that episode, they didn't realize how many of these things were underrated and that they now appreciate them more in their life
As in because we've mentioned them.
because we mentioned them.
Oh, that makes me feel actually very proud.
So one of the big ones
Yeah.
was sneezing.
Okay, that's a
Because-
pretty good one.
As I said, it's 1/8 of a...
It's yeah.
It is. It's
No, yeah,
scientifically
yeah,
proven.
scientifically. But
Scientifically.
also, isn't it so annoying when you're about to sneeze, but then someone stops you, or you just
Oh,
can't sneeze anymore,
dude.
and then you're like, I wish I could sneeze.
Oh, man.
So
Totally.
I agree
But
with
the
that.
best thing to do is look up or look at light or the sun and, like, push wind into your nose.
I thought
that will make
I
you...
thought looking at light stops it.
No, it makes you go.
Ah.
That's why when people are about to sneeze, they look up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I did hear one thing, and it's kind of relevant because at the start of the episode, apparently if someone's about to sneeze and you scream out pineapples to them, they won't sneeze. But I feel like it's just
If
because
you scream
you don't
anything, they won't sneeze.
It's because you just throw them off
Yeah.
your train of
Or
thought.
and the same as when you're about to yawn and someone stuffs it up. Oh, how annoying is that?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
annoying.
Yeah.
Another big one was I don't think we mentioned it.
Okay.
But something that is underrated is not having a blocked nose, because when
Because
you
when
have
you
a
have it,
blocked
yeah.
nose, you like I took it
You
so
took
much
it-
for granted
yeah,
that I could
everyone
actually
has
breathe
those
and
thoughts.
that I could breathe properly and smell and
And then you think about the times when your nose wasn't blocked, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
remember when I could breathe so easily?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned from there not having an ulcer in your mouth.
Look, I feel like you're in a limited handful that
So, nah,
experience consistent
But
ulcers.
you've had ulcers.
I have, but I don't get it that regularly.
Yeah.
So I've had them every now and then. I'm like, oh, it is annoying, but then
Yeah.
a day and a half passes and it's pretty
yeah,
much
and
gone.
the ones I get are like huge.
Yeah.
Like I've had ones the size of what's something about the size? 5-cent
a-
coin? Nah, not that big.
That's huge, bro. Like the seed of an orange.
Yeah.
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 Pretty
Yep.
good.
Seed of an orange. Now
Apple seed.
everyone listening may think a seed of an orange is small, but imagine that size ulcer in your mouth.
Yeah.
It is,
Like
man.
an internal lump.
Yeah. So
That
like
is
right
stinging
now,
in pain.
I appreciate how much I can like just do things with my mouth and not have that. The pain is ridiculous. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Sometimes it does go next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
But it's good times. We're making people think and like appreciate.
Appreciate.
Which, you know what? We muck around a lot on here, but we are also changing lives.
We're changing lives. One thing we're not doing, or very rarely doing, is following up on facts. So don't be listening to the So Far So Good podcast for your assignment, research, or anything.
Yeah, no. So let's get into today's episode.
Okay, let's continue with today's
Sure.
episode. It means.
What I'm bringing in is I'm actually bringing in a new segment to the So Far So Good podcast.
He's come up with this little sort of mini game, I'd say.
Now, this one's a doozy
And you keep
because
saying that.
what it is, I'll give you the name of it.
Yeah.
Right? The name of it is...
Wait, quick pause. Did you make up this name?
Yes.
Okay.
We spoke about it like a week ago.
No, just because you said I'll give you the name of it so confidently, I thought there's an actual name for it.
No. All right. Now, the name of this segment is Judge a Book by its cover.
Judge a book by its cover.
So a lot of people say in life, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
But this is a little game/segment that we are bringing into the So Far So Good podcast, which is called judge a book by its cover.
So we're meant to judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
So we're judging people?
No. So what we're going to do is we're starting this episode off with a couple of covers of novels.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to look at the cover of the novel and we're going to guess what the book is about, guess a couple of things that happens in it, and then afterwards we're going to read a brief synopsis to see how close it was.
So we're literally just from the cover of the book, we're judging what it's going to be about.
Exactly. So a lot of people say, don't judge a book by its cover,
But
But we're literally going to do that and see how close we can get.
And it'll be good because I reckon 90% of book covers are just completely, maybe more symbolic. I was going to say irrelevant, but not irrelevant, but they're more symbolic. So looking at it, you'll think it's one thing, but really...
Yeah, it's another.
Completely different.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the book title together.
Yep.
We are both not going to know what it is. So I don't know what the synopsis is.
Okay.
So it could be a team effort,
Okay.
or we could have different opinions of what we think it might be.
But it'll just come down to looking at the book.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we're actually going to post these photos on our Instagram page.
For you guys to judge as well.
So you guys can look at the photos and judge for yourself while we're going.
Yeah.
And it can be an all-round discussion with everyone.
Exactly right. So while you listen, you can judge at the same time. It's
So
just
guys,
so funny to say.
Let's start. Judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
All right.
Show me. Chris is going to show me the first book cover.
All right. So let's flip around the first one.
Okay.
Now,
Well, do you want me to read it out?
so you read out what's on the book cover.
Okay. So it starts off with the author's name, Richard Hughes.
Yep.
And then I'm guessing underneath that is the title.
Yeah.
The title is A High Wind in Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to continue describing the cover of the book?
No, so you guys can jump on our Instagram and look at the cover if you want to play along at home. But we're going to now try and...
But we'll describe the
figure out
cover in
what we
case someone's
think.
driving if they can't keep up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So it's basically a white background. It's got a girl right at the bottom with her arms kind of folded in a weird way.
Yep.
She's wearing like a big sun hat.
Yeah, it almost looks like a sombrero.
Yeah.
Almost.
And in the background, there's like waves and like almost it looks like a tsunami.
It looks like a gigantic wave, and she's got a bit of an angry face on her.
Yeah.
She's got a bit of an angry face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just from this,
So
it looks like some sort of, to me, it looks like it's some sort of natural disaster.
Judging by that, okay, look, yeah, if you take into consideration the name of the book as well, it's called A High Wind in Jamaica. Now, I've got to say, the girl doesn't look like she's from Jamaica. It doesn't even look like she's in Jamaica, but maybe she is.
Well, she could be anywhere, really.
You
There's
know what?
not much context to say where it actually is.
It actually looks like there's a ship in the sea as well. So, I'm going to say, judging by the white clothes she's wearing and the unusually large hat, I feel like she's in the ocean. Like, the book will take place where she is a sailor or some sort of passenger on this ship.
Yep.
And there's a storm in the middle of the sea because of the high winds in Jamaica. And the ship capsizes or something.
Okay.
And it's a fight for survival.
Okay.
That's my
I
opinion.
kind of think pretty similar. But can we... No. So, do we think there's possibly something deeper to this?
Okay, now the author's name is Richard Hughes.
That doesn't matter.
So maybe it's a huge wave. Okay, look, that's all I can judge from this cover of the book. I've got to be honest, this book cover isn't giving much information.
Yeah, and that's why it makes you think.
It's fairly
I thought it was a
minimal.
good one.
I've got to say, yeah, it's fairly minimal.
Yeah, I actually was thinking the same. So this might have to be a team effort. So let's hope we get this one right.
Okay, lock it in.
Lock it in.
We're locking it in. So, in a nutshell, it is this sailor or someone on a ship who is in the sea, and because of the high wind in
She
Jamaica...
looks like she's just a normal passenger
she's
on
just
board.
okay.
Yeah.
Normal passenger boat, and
So something happens, like there's a tsunami or a massive wave, and something happens that disrupts all the passengers. We're not sure what it is, but we're taking a guess that possibly the ship, like, flips,
or
and then it's a fight for survival.
or they have to something like that.
Yeah.
Let's stick with that.
All right.
Now it's synopsis.
So let's have a real rough read of the synopsis.
Okay.
Now I'm going to read this out to you.
Okay.
Now, I hope I've got the right synopsis here. It is straight out of Google.
Okay. Go for
But
it.
let's read it out. So, it's a dreamlike action begins among the decade plantation houses and overwhelming natural abundance of late 19th century Jamaica before moving out onto the high seas as the author tells the story of a group of children thrown upon the mercy of a crew of down-at-the-heel pirates.
Ooh, okay, look.
So definitely we were wrong.
We weren't too far off. This kid did end up on a ship in Jamaica.
That's about it. That's about all we got right.
Yeah. Okay.
I could read a little bit of different info just to give us a bit more. So this novel was actually made into a film in 1965. The book was initially titled The Innocent Voyage, and several months later, the author renamed the novel for its British publication. So that's interesting.
Okay.
But there's a couple of different book covers.
What do you think ours was the most interesting that we looked at?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's some other ones that just don't relate whatsoever. But yeah, so that was bad, but
let's move on to the next one.
I think we did well with what we could. All right, so we are moving on to the second book.
Whoa, this is an interesting cover.
Yes, very interesting, I thought. Now, I've just flipped this one around, so do you want to do a brief description of what we are looking at here?
Okay, so it is by Vintage Bowman. Cool name, firstly, I've got to say.
Is that a name?
Is that, maybe that's the publication company.
It's got to be the name.
Okay, and the title of the book, The Ascent of Rum Doodle. And the whole book cover is sort of in a pastel-y, colour palette. It's sort of, like, it looks like very childish illustration style, in a good way. And it looks like a tall mountain that's snow-capped. And in front of the mountain, there is a high-rise structure made from suitcases, champagne, one of those horn sort of cups, 2 shovels, some socks, another suitcase, a map, just things that you would take on a trek. At the bottom of the mountain, there are little images of red people that are looks like they're running around the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
Look, all in all, I feel like this gives me enough information to judge the book by its cover.
Interesting. Well, when I first look at this, it almost looks like the mountain, they're trying to make it look like a pile of rubbish. Does that seem... is that similar to what you're thinking?
It doesn't look like a pile of rubbish to me. It looks more like it's the stack of everything they're going to be taking to them when they ascend this mountain. And I'm assuming the mountain's name is Rum Doodle.
So are you thinking it's a novel about, like, a few people going on a trek?
I feel like it is. I feel like, the movie Everest? It sounds like that to me. Where all these people are climbing this massive mountain, which I'm assuming is called Rum Doodle.
Yeah.
Because the book title is called The Ascent of Rum Doodle. So, they're going to be ascending this mountain.
So what else do you think kind of happens in this? Just as a little bit more information.
Look, apart from that, there's some champagne there as well. I don't know. I'm getting friendly, fun vibes from this book cover.
Yeah, the champagne's throwing me off because initially it looks to me like it's a bunch of kids that go like on a trek, and then I don't know why the mountain looks like it's made of rubbish.
Yeah, look, it's an interesting cover, and even the whole style of the cover makes me think, this is
It makes you want to know more.
A light-hearted book.
It's actually a really good cover.
It is a very good book cover. Even the title is sort of all, tilted on the tip of the mountain.
The Ascent of Rum Doodle. No, I think Rum Doodle is someone's name.
The Ascent of Rum Doodle.
Because it's like Rum Doodle is ascending up the mountain.
Yeah,
ascending up the mountain, whatever.
I know what you mean.
I think... All right. Have you got your assumption?
I'm going to stick with that. It's going to be about this group of red people that are going to climb this mountain.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I'm sticking with.
You need to give it a little bit more info.
And I feel like they are either drunk or drinking on this whole trek. and when they get to the top, they are going to dig something because there's shovels.
All right, I'm going a little bit different here.
Okay, we
Because
disagree.
these red people that are walking or running around the bottom almost looks like they're guarding the bottom of the mountain. So it almost looks like some sort of cult.
Okay.
Which brings us back to the start of the episode.
Once
cult,
again.
Which is great. So my thought is there's a group of friends that are going on a light-hearted trek, which is why they've got, like, you know, basic running shoes, a handbag, some champagne. So I think they're going on a light trek for a picnic. And they stumble onto this mountain where they're almost captured or held against their will. I'm not sure what happens to them based on this, but I feel like someone dies because there's some shovels.
Okay.
Now, I think the covers throws you off a bit because it looks very light-hearted, but I think
you
it's
think
actually
deep
a bit more
down,
hectic than that.
I feel like your interpretation was a lot deeper than mine, which is a good thing. Should we read the synopsis?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's read
let's
the
do it.
synopsis. So, I'll just bring up a basic synopsis here. So, the narrator is asked by the Rum Doodle Committee and its chairman, Sir Hewley Havering, to lead an expedition to climb Rum Doodle. So Rum
Doodle's a mountain.
Rum Doodle's a mountain.
Okay.
Well played. So the highest mountain in the world is Rum Doodle in this book, with approximately an elevation of 40,500 feet. So it's in a remote country in Yogistan. Yogistan? He assembles a team of climbers to play all the roles seen in the parodied literature. So there's a bunch of names there. So basically, it rapidly develops that each of the climbers utterly inept in his nominal feat of competence, and they demonstrate a series of chaotic adventures that they're sort of used to. So
Okay, so it is sort of
Interesting.
a fun or some sort of parody comedy book. Okay. I feel like yours was better.
Well, I'm actually kind of disappointed with that synopsis. I thought there'd be a bit more to it.
Yeah, I liked your judging.
Maybe I
must
should
say.
write a book.
Maybe you should just make the book cover and get someone else to write the book.
Nah,
Okay.
that wasn't too bad.
I think we should do one more book.
One more book?
One more book.
All right, we'll do one more book to round it off, and I'll just bring up the cover now.
Sure.
All right, so I'm just going to flick this one around now and show you. Now, this one I reckon is going to be quite tough.
Okay,
It looks very, very old school.
It does look very old school. Okay, I'll describe this once again. This is by L.M. Montgomery. And the name of the book is Anna of Green Gables?
And
Anne of Green Gables. A-N-N-E. Anne of Green Gables. And the whole picture looks like an old school painting style. There's a little bridge that goes over this river. It's like an arch bridge. And then it's all foresty style in the back. And the girl on the bridge, there's a girl on the bridge, and she looks like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, I must say. And she's wearing a hat, blue dress, kind of apron. It looks like an apron. And she looks very happy. So, what I'm thinking is... Well, you don't know what this was about either?
nah.
Okay, I'm thinking there's this area called Green Gables. This girl, I'm assuming her name is Anne. And she is on a journey of self-discovery because of a personal relationship tragedy earlier in her life. And now she's gone on a solo journey for self-discovery to find herself and truly see what she's really about. And then she ends up becoming the happiest version of herself.
Does she actually go on a physical journey, are you saying? Or just like a...
No, I
mental
reckon
journey?
it's like a physical and an emotional journey. So in this physical journey around Green Gables,
Yeah.
she is internally going on this emotional journey.
Yeah, I'm on a similar path. Few variances, I would say.
Okay.
Because it looks like, with that stream underneath the bridge, it looks like she's really... It's almost giving the idea that she's crossing over something pretty dramatic. Because it looks like that stream is flowing pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does look
So
like,
it
a
looks
very
like
rapid
yeah,
river.
so it looks like she's crossing something dramatic and going from one side to the other side over this bridge. I feel like she goes on a physical journey, which is also coupled with self-discovery. I'm not exactly sure what happens here. I feel like she's in one of these... She's one of those young girls that lives in a country town that just wants to break away from her family and like be her own person. So I think she goes on a physical journey through Green Gables, which looks like the forest.
And it's extremely colourful, so I feel like it's all round a happy story.
Yeah, I think it is a happy story.
I feel like
I don't think anything dramatic happens, but I think she does find what she's looking for.
Yeah.
And
what
I feel like she strays away from her family because she wants to be her own person.
Yeah, and I feel like she ends up finding what she's looking for, which is her internal individuality.
Interesting. So we're kind of on a similar page
Well,
here.
yeah, I'd say we're on the same page.
And
Unlike last time.
Do you have a do you have a feeling we're right here, or
I don't know. I
well,
feel
it
like
seems like okay. So from the ascent of Rum Doodle, right? I thought it was pretty dramatic and whatnot, and it turned out to be that it was just something pretty simple story.
Yeah.
I feel like this is also a simple story because it seems like quite an old book as well.
One thing for sure, though, her name's definitely Anne.
Yes,
Yeah.
not Anna. All right, so let's have a quick read and see what this one is all about. So, it's set in the late 19th century. The novel recounts the adventures of Anne Shirley, which is an 11-year-old orphan girl. Oh, we should have guessed that, actually.
We should have guessed that. She was alone on the bridge.
So, she's an orphan girl who is mistakenly sent to two middle-aged siblings, Matthew and Mariella Cuthbert, who had originally intended to adopt a boy to help them on their farm in the fictional town of Avonlea on Prince Edward Island. Interesting.
We were extremely wrong, but
some things were
some
right.
Things were right.
Because
Firstly,
she was sent there for the wrong... Like, they wanted a boy to help on the farm. So they got sent her, and the family, I'm presuming, have tried to get her to work on the farm anyway, because this is who they got sent.
And you did.
So
you
she's
called
gone on
that.
the physical journey. No, she's... Stay with me here.
I know what you mean.
She's gone on the physical journey because she's not interested in being a farmer, and she knows the family doesn't want her for her. They only want her to be working on the farm. So she's gone on this physical journey to find herself. I'm presuming... We could read a more in-depth synopsis, but I'm presuming we got some of it right.
No, I feel like it's going to be like in a twisted turn of events, like they all become one happy family. So I feel like we were wrong in the sense of she's gone on a journey of self-discovery. But one thing we did get right, her name is Anne. One thing you got right, in this story, she is in a farmland country town.
Yes,
So
I did get that
you
part
did
right.
say that.
Not bad.
Not a bad effort, I reckon.
Not bad.
That was the last book for this episode.
That actually seems like an interesting story.
You know what? On the
I
bottom
wonder
of the
if-
book cover, it did say vintage classics. So maybe
What does that mean?
You know, like it's a classic novel.
I wonder if they made a movie, because that would be pretty interesting. They did make a movie.
What year?
1985.
85?
8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's worth a watch. We should watch Anne of
Dude,
Green Gables.
it did sound like a good story. Didn't it?
Dude, I actually hope it's not a tragic story. I'm really hoping it's a happy story.
Yeah. Maybe we'll watch it.
We should watch
What
it.
do you reckon?
We'll watch it and we'll let you guys know what we thought of Anne of Green Gables.
Sounds pretty good.
I hope we're pronouncing Gables right. It could be
Could be.
Gables.
I was thinking the same thing. So that was the first edition of Judge a Book by Its Cover. Now, we have actually got a few plans with this segment going forward. We don't want to reveal too much information, but that was just an introduction to the segment itself.
Yep. So we hope you guys enjoyed this segment because we enjoyed playing the segment. We enjoyed judging things by its cover. So let us know if you have a book cover that you'd like us to judge or a movie cover. You never know.
There could be other things you want us to judge.
Exactly. Just
more
not people.
information to come in the future, but if you do have anything, you can always send it through to us as a DM or a comment on our Instagram at So Far So Good Podcast.
But guys, we're so glad you tuned in this week, and definitely tune in next week for the So Far So Good Podcast.
And
So,
we will catch you in the next episode.
goodbye, everybody.
Someone send us a message on Facebook. No, on...
On it. Same thing.
Someone send us a Facebook on... I want to see if you can hear me swallow this water through the microphone.
Okay, go.
I'll put my neck right up to it.
Go.
All right, ready? Could you hear it?
But you dramatically swallowed it.
Yeah, you had to. Could you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Isn't available right now. Please leave a detailed message after the tone. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Dude, call me back. We want to know what MHM was. Is it or is it actually a word? Okay, call us back. So, what the hell? What the hell?
I got a muscle cramp.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay.
This guy literally just kicked me and like just flew back in his chair. Where were you cramping?
My calves. One of my calves.
Dude, have you been like doing strenuous exercise
No, it's
recently?
because my leg was in a weird angle.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
Take it easy, bro.
I thought I could hold it, but I couldn't, man. It was painful.
Oh my god.